Donald Tusk spared no warm words about the construction of the first section of the East Shield. It was a very modern idea of how to protect the borders using different elements. But defend against whom? Because some time ago, the same Donald Tusk spoke about the threat from hybrid actions by Belarus and Russia in such a way. These are poor people who are looking for their place on Earth, and there is no need to make such disgusting and grim propaganda targeting migrants, because these are people who need help. Propaganda started by Donald Tusk himself, saying the following: "We are not dealing with any asylum seekers. We are dealing with an organized, very efficient on many levels, action to breach the Polish border." Then when should we believe Donald Tusk? What Donald Tusk is saying is a lie as far as strengthening the eastern border is concerned. Under law and justice, such strengthening took place in the form of a barrier fence on the border with Belarus, or in the form of erecting engineering barriers on border crossing roads, whether with the Kaliningrad region or with Belarus. However, at the time, Donald Tusk said this about securing Polish borders: "They don't want to build any wall. If they wanted to, they would have started doing it." This shows how instrumental he treats the security of Poland and the Polish people. I don't believe Tusk. I don't believe that he is doing this for reasons that are important for Poland. I believe that everything is his theater and his game for a strong political position. It is worth remembering that Donald Tusk is the prime minister who liquidated military units located east of the Vistula River between 2007 and 2015. The year 2011 was particularly bad when he liquidated an entire division, the 1st Warsaw Mechanized Division, named after Tadeusz Kościuszko, whose task was to close the Brest Gate, closing the traditional invasion route from the Russian side. During his visit, Donald Tusk spared no words of praise for the Polish uniform. "All of Poland is proud of our military. We feel safer. I, for one, am constantly impressed by the sacrifice of our soldiers and officers during the flood operations, and every day at the border." However, when he wasn't the prime minister, supporters expressed themselves in this way about Polish soldiers. "Who gave you such a right to wear the Polish flag? This is a pack of dogs that has surrounded poor and weak people. This is not how soldiers act. Simply trash." And the politicians of his party practice these kinds of things. If we are talking about the East Shield, we should be talking about formations of the Polish military, which should be deployed in the East. Armed formations, for example with Himars launchers. There is no new executive agreement on the acquisition of 500 Himars launchers. There was everything prepared for such an agreement to be concluded. The East Shield, which is being promoted by Prime Minister Donald Tusk, is nothing more than an extension of the previous government's security and defense policy. However, everything associated with the Law and Justice Party is passé for the Civic Coalition, hence the praise and glorification of this project, as if there was nothing like it in the past.